There is a reason why this video is not called Things I Wish I Knew When I Was in My 20s or even 30s. The fact is, some of these things people did tell me when I was in my teens, 20s, and 30s. And it didn't fucking matter because I wasn't able and or ready to receive them and put them into practice. I didn't yet understand their foundation. I didn't yet have that living and breathing inside of me from experience. And that's how life is. It unfolds over time. And that's probably the most important thing to remember. This is what we're going to do. I have way too many things that I want to say. So let's just start this video today by planting the seeds. We're just going to plant some seeds, and then I'll come back with future videos and water them and give them sun and let them germinate or die or flourish however they will. And that'll be up to you, entirely up to you, because you get to live your life and no one else is going to do that for you. No amount of advice is going to substitute you living your life and figuring it out as you go. So many of the things that you think you know right now, they're going to be flipped upside down and turned on their head and dismantled and reformed. A very minimal amount will stay the same. No matter how many convictions you have and no matter how strong they are in you right now. If you are alive and open and listening and interested and curious, and you let your ego fall to the side every now and then at least, you will have paradigm shifts that will shock you of how you see the world and your place within it. Rigidity will be the death of you, or at least your creativity. Same goes for your freedom and joy. So loosen your grip every now and then and take a breath. That's another good one. One breath at a time. When life is just being a bitch and you are suffering, you are severely depressed or plagued by anxiety or fear, one breath at a time. People say one day at a time. Sometimes it's just, when I've been in certain places, I just couldn't. That was too big. It was too enormous. It was too overwhelming. So one breath at a time, and try and ask for help before you absolutely need it and there is no other choice. You'll know if you get to that point. What do we have? What's another one? You will never get to do all of the things. You will never get to embody all that you wish to. You will never get to be all of the things you have dreamt of. But you will become things you never could have imagined. You will shift into magnificent forms that you could never have dreamt of because you haven't lived into those spaces and insights and understandings yet. And don't spend too much time mourning over the loss of paths that you didn't take, choices you didn't make. Celebrate the ones that you do. Live them fully. Honor them. If you spend all your time ruminating on whether it was the right or wrong choice, you're going to fucking miss it. You're going to miss your life. You're going to miss your life. Live your life. Live your choices. And when you get too caught up in your head, when you're spiraling in your thoughts, when you can't escape them, put your attention on someone else, something else, and listen and be open. I think acceptance is a big one. When I was younger, I couldn't accept how this world was. I simply could not accept it. I spent all my time fighting against what was. And that's one of the biggest ones that I've learned. I wanted to fight against all of the injustices and everything that caused unnecessary suffering in this world. I wanted to devote my entire being to that fight so that I could make a more just, more beautiful world. And what did I do instead? I situated myself inside of pain and anger and just utter devastation. And unfortunately, that's what I was emanating into the world the entire time that I thought I was making the world a better place. Feeling guilt and anger and hatred and utter devastation, it's just not going to be the way to bring about that world you are fighting so hard for. Give yourself a little grace. Let yourself laugh. Let yourself remember how beautiful this world is. I think that'll do for now. I'll be back with some more. And thank you for being here with me, and I hope to see you soon.